Day 6. The rain continues. Temporary reprieve arrived this morning when we thought we saw sunshine. It turned out it was just a guy with a really big spotlight on the roof of a building trying to give people hope. I feel like I'm logging our descent into Water World. Pretty sure it's the name of the movie. Almost got run over again on the way out of work. That was great. Fucking guy pulls out. Oh, and I'm not going to censor my videos anymore because like 90% of my viewers are like 25 to 35 or something like that from my statistics that I saw, so fuck it. And if you're younger than that and you're not supposed to be hearing swear words, then you should turn this shit off. All of it. Oh man, I'd love to be that guy right now. Sarcasm. In-N-Out Burger. And I've been there once. Maybe I just didn't get the right thing, but I wasn't terribly impressed. And obviously, I like food, so that's saying something. I'd much rather have a Whataburger. Boy, if I even make a video today, it's going to be awfully short. Last time I had something to rant and rave about. I really got a whole lot of nothing today. I feel kind of brain dead. Got out of work. It's my Friday today. It's actually Thursday. I mean, thinking is not a thing right now. I just can't do it. That was a real nice blinker. I think it was probably the most beautiful blinker I've ever seen in my life. It's gonna make me cry. That's the thing that pisses me off. Uh-oh. Now they got me started. Alright guys, breaking news. Nobody really knows about it yet. I got insider information here. There's this thing. What it does, it indicates to other people around you what your intentions are. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, right? You're like, how could I possibly communicate between me and a person in another vehicle what my intentions are? So there's this fancy stick, right, in your car. It's usually on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. What it does is if you flip it one direction, it turns on a light on that side of your car to let people in front and behind you know that you're going that way. So when you're driving and you want to switch lanes or you want to turn left or right, you can use this fancy stick like I'm doing right now. Listen, and it lets people know that you're getting out of the way. It's incredible. They've designed it so that if you flip the stick up, the right blinker turns on, and if you flip the stick down, the left blinker turns on, and that tells people which way you're going. Yeah. And guys, when I bitch and complain about stuff, it's things that either, one, I think they're funny. I like to complain because I think it makes it funnier. Or two, it legit pisses me off. Or three, I have an opinion and I don't give a shit, maybe. That's actually something else that bothers me. Fucking people who think that nobody's entitled to their own opinion. You can't have an opinion because it offends them. I want to go to the beach in shorts and flip-flops, but that person over there says that they're offended by my flip-flops, and now I have to wear Crocs. I'm sick and tired of hearing about how offended people get over the stupidest damn things. Words. Man, let me tell you. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. If you're so offended by words that you need a safe space, like not even directed at you, just like, you know, if I say, oh man, people are dumb, and you're all like,
oh, I'm so offended. I'm gonna go to my safe space.
What the fuck? Like, huh? Everybody gets offended over the stupidest damn things. I feel like if you're offended by everything, you must feel terrible about yourself all the time. I don't get it. Because you must be thinking that everybody's picking on you. People get offended by women who breastfeed their children in public. They get all up in arms about it. You shouldn't be doing that. That's not a public matter. The child is eating. You eat. You go out in public and you eat. That's how babies eat. That's what they eat. If you got a problem with it, you shouldn't have been born, because that's what you did too. And even if you didn't do it, if you were bottle fed, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yeah, this isn't something that I'm necessarily trying to point out for any particular reason. It's just something that came into my head. But being offended by breastfeeding is like being offended by people wearing bathing suits. Full circle. If I go to the beach and somebody comes up to me and says, I'm offended by your choice of clothing, well, then you can turn around and get the fuck on. Because I don't want to hear it. I'm dressed how I want to dress because that's how I want to dress. Now, I'm not going to go put on a Speedo and go jumping up and down and running down the beach. I'm not Baywatch material. I'll be the first one to admit that. And nobody wants to see that anyways. I mean, really. My point is, be offended. You have every right to be offended by whatever you're offended by. Totally okay with that. But don't try and convince somebody else that your views are the only views to have. I think that's what makes me mad the most. I think it's not necessarily that people are offended by the dumbest shit. It's that people who are offended by the dumbest shit have to make your opinion the same. They feel obligated to yell at you until you agree with them. Does yelling at you, I mean, like I'm doing right now, I think you should have the same opinion as me because you're dumb if you're offended by everything. That probably offended some people. If I'm yelling at you that you need to believe what I believe, is that going to make you want to believe what I believe, or is that going to make you want to punch me in the throat with a chair? Door number 2, option B. It doesn't make any sense. It's like the riots and shit in Wisconsin right now. Holy Jesus. And it's not just you people in Milwaukee. It's everybody in this entire country right now. Everybody throws a big fit about dumb shit. Before you read too much into that, I'm not saying that loss of life is a terrible thing to protest about. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that by rioting and looting and shooting and hurting other people, you're not doing anybody any justice. That doesn't help. It makes the problem worse tenfold, at least. Calm your shit. I don't get it. I don't get it, people. All of us. Americans. I mean, everybody in America. It doesn't matter. I don't care who you are. If you're in America and you're contributing to the problem, you're an asshole. What am I doing? Nothing. I'm posting videos to the internet, bitching and complaining, because that's what I do best. We all know that. Here's the solution. Take that stick out of your ass and go play fetch with your dog with it or something. I don't know, but do something other than stick sticks up your ass, because that's your biggest problem. That's what it is. Oh, I feel a little better now. Can you imagine that whole thing started with somebody not turning on their blinker? And then I got mad, and I got offended, but I didn't get offended. I just don't like it when people don't use their blinkers, and I thought it would be funny to put a video on the internet about it.